channel. My channel. My content. My channel. My content. My channel. My content.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Great
How
to
you
see
doing?
you. Doing good.
Put this up. We'll do this right away. I'm on point. Welcome to
Ah.
Mutation Creations, my channel, my content. Anyways, this is Craig. If you don't know him, BashCoder Reptiles in the house. And Craig and I will be talking about who knows what. We'll take some questions or even topics from the chat. And yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, man.
Let's see who is here. Number one. Happy snowy Monday, all.
Yeah.
Hope everyone is doing great. That's Mr. Caplocks himself, Paul Seraphim from Seraphim Serpents. How you doing, Paul? Hope you don't got too much snow. We got about an inch. That's it. So nice. We got Robinson Exotic Reptiles. Smash the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications if you haven't already done so. Thank you. Oh, look, another Canadian. Look at this. Happy Monday, Constricting Creations. How you doing? Close. Number 4, we got Mike. And he's like, Happy Marine Corps 250th and Veterans Day tomorrow.
Yeah, and I think Remembrance Day today in the UK.
Yeah, and we got it tomorrow also on the 11th.
Mm-hmm. Thanks to everyone who served.
Yes. Lucky number 5, Nikki. How you doing? How's
early.
Nikki and Kurt doing? They say happy Monday. Oh, look at this. Proxima in the house. Holly's in the house.
Holly.
How you doing?
Happy
Arctic?
Mythical Monday.
Arctic Morphs. Jason, what's up?
What's up, Jason?
Oh, I should have used this. What's up?
What's up?
Yeah, there you go. What's up, Noah? Choke artist in the house. Daniel Bradley. What's up, Billy and Cruz? Big Dan is in the house. Smash the like button. Mr. Mofo Monday's here. How you doing, Ken? Mofo Monday. Queen City. What's up?
What's up, Denny?
What's this? What is this? Do we really got to pick between the two? Billy has the best rants, but Austin's got the best species in the divorce.
I thought we would have Austin on tonight because you put up the still image, the thumbnail. The thumbnail for this episode is you and Austin. I thought we were going to have him as a guest.
What? Hold on. What thumbnail? Really? On thumbnail on what? On
So that's why I was talking about Austin. We all think he's coming on tonight.
Oh, hold on a second. Where's the thumbnail? On what? On Instagram?
YouTube. But it doesn't matter.
Oh man, I wish Austin was in. No.
Yeah.
He just he was here, like I said, a few weeks ago. Maybe about a week, 10 days ago. He just moved. So he moved all his animals all the way up to Owen Sound. So he's got I talked to him the other day. He's got a lot of, I guess, rearranging, settling in, figuring out where things are going. So, yeah. How did that pop up? That's weird. That's odd. I don't know how that happened. I have to look into that. Yeah, everyone's like, hey, Billy and Austin. But yeah, he got the best animals. Yeah, because the thing is, when I was out here, when we had the retics together, I'm like, you know what? If he's, moving 2 hours that way and I'm moving 2 hours that way, it's 4 or 5 hours distance between us. And I just figured, you know what? So I ended up, selling it off and trading some stuff and doing a few things. So, it was his baby anyways. I just got interested because they are amazing animals, and some of the genetics and some of the stuff that's coming is just awesome. But, Big D, what's up?
What's up?
Yeah, everyone's like Austin. So hey, big shout out to Austin, even though he's not here. I don't know
for
how that
sure.
fucked up. That's odd. So nope, you don't got Austin. You just got this fucking guy, Craig. Ah, fuck. You know,
Yeah.
it's oh well. You know,
What are you
but
gonna do?
You know, his catchphrase is catchier than anybody's, right? Let's
Well,
go.
they don't like it. I give you all your money back. Promise.
Massey in the house. Okay, go ahead. Shoot. Take this one away.
I'm ready for my Monday night of knowledge. Billy's info on using males to multiple, like times 20 females for breeding, has really changed this season for me. LOL.
It's not 20. My record's 17. But on an average, you know, back in the day, I'd always try because that was the thing, right? When you have a male, whether you create it, and you know that's what we call a holdback, because we create it and hold it back instead of selling it to add into our collection for the, you know, for future power and genetics and projects. When you do that, or you buy an animal that's a powerhouse and, you know, you can't wait, you want to get him to work as much as possible. But once I get them the first year breeding, I always do one, and then I'll try to get more in. But the second year, that male, when he's a proven breeder, knows what he's doing, and at that point, you know, he's a good size.
He's like, next.
Yeah, like, you know, one after the other. You know, I've pushed them like that, and now I've got so many different projects because, you know, I've got so many females in the triple and quads and different combos, where if I have I have a lot of this, so I'll have like OD fire lesser. What else do I have? OD hypo clowns. I can't put that to another one with fire or lesser, because I'm going to make all white hypo clowns, right? Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense to add genetics in where you can't see any of them. Oh, this is a 7-gene double visual recessive animal. Billy, it's white. I don't care. It's $5,000. Like, who I can get, like, you know, it doesn't make sense. So you're going to have multiple males. So I'm going to have females with fire and say lesser, and then males that don't. And then I'm going to have males that have it with females that don't. I also want to criss and cross when I'm doing like hypo clown pied stuff. Anything with lesser, I don't want into my hypo pied clown, because lesser clowns are all white and they have beady eyes and sort of duck bill. It's not something I want to pursue. So you got to have multiple males for multiple projects with different genetics. And back in the day, I would have like I still have some to this day. Like I have hypo clown, het pied, and I have hypo pied het clown.
Yeah.
So I can put them into different things that all go to the same project in the end, but they go to different animals. So instead of having a male breeding it to as many females as possible, I'm doing like one male to 5 or 6, 7 females, another male in the same group to 5 or 6 other. So I'm getting maybe a span of 15 to 20 females with maybe 3, sometimes even 4 males that are different, to add different genetics to get better odds, or sometimes less. So it's a lot different. I'm trying to get it where I would like a male to go to 5 to 8 max is what I like to do.
Yeah. Here's a good question from Denny.
Take it away.
How many ASFs does each of your racks that hold 27 vision rodents and lid tubs produce per month? I'm looking at using the vision rodent lid myself. I don't know how many 1.6 colonies I'll need.
It's a very good question. I've never really tracked it like that. And it also depends on what you're feeding. So myself, what I've mainly been using, especially now when I've moved and I had to get everything, the colonies back, and I didn't cull any. So a lot of them had to be culled and restarted. But I like using my ASFs to feed, like pull fuzzies, and weans to feed my hatchlings and grow-ups, and then my smalls. And then I get them to a medium, because it takes probably 3 to 4 weeks to get them from, you know, when you pull them as a weaned, and you put them in a holdback rack or a grow up tub rack system that I have, which is mine's Freedom Breeder. And it usually takes 3 to 4 weeks to get them to a good medium large, but not like the jumbo, like I do when I call the racks after like 6-7 months of breeding. They're big. Like people are like, oh, I've never seen ASFs that big. Like they're big.
Yeah.
So I don't really use them for my adults. I feed basically mediums, and then I do the rat once every 6 weeks, and then I do the big called ASFs. So instead of trying to wait and grow them and have all these holdback racks and just trying to feed them to get to a large size, I would rather feed them a medium or almost a large, like that medium size, and I'd rather feed them more often. And it's almost like I'm underfeeding, but then when I give it a big rat and then, about 3-4 weeks later, I give it a big ASF and then smaller ones in between, it works for me. Now I know that I just did 3 racks the other day cleaning. And in those 3 racks, I pulled out probably 300 fuzzy hopper almost weans to feed the babies, the hatchlings. And then I pulled another, say, 100 or 2 to feed off some of my my males, because I like feeding my males weans. And then I have some in my grow up. The other 3 racks, one is just starting to produce, that I basically started like 2 months ago, and one I did about a month ago I called. I don't think they're producing. But if everything's producing at that fine thing, I'm probably, depending on the size, I can probably pull 200 animals per rack, which if I break that down, that's 27, 8 babies a rack, 8 to 10 per colony. So if you can pull 10 out of a colony, right? Because usually if you have 6 females, one's going, and then a week later, another one's going, another one. I haven't really did that. I'm not a rat guy going, oh, I got to know exactly the count and stuff.
Right.
I just know that when I go and I need, like I pull enough. And once I start feeding my fuzzies, so I'll have a lot of fuzzies. So when I go, I know that I only have maybe 40 animals that are taking fuzzies, okay, until my next clutches come out. So right now I'll go and I'll pull like 30, 40 fuzzies out and I'll feed them. It's like, oh, I need 5 more. And then from now on, I pull like, 50 of the hopper size, and I'll feed that like, oh, I need 25 more. And then I go to the weans. So I feed that way. I know with what I fed, I probably have at least 100 to 200 fuzzies still in I put them back in because there's no sense taking them out because they need the mom's milk. So I leave them in. So next week when I go, those guys won't be weans. They'll be the hoppers. And then if I leave them in until they're weaned, then I pull them out. And it's sort of like a cycle. I don't really have this is how much you need.
It's not a formula that you can, because it depends on how
people break it down, right? There's an average, but I've never done it. Like it's just,
It depends too on whether you're in hatchling season or not, because when you're in hatchling season, you've got a lot of babies. You
don't have enough to grow up.
Yeah, you have to cull them faster, and at a rate that you don't get the grow outs that you normally get.
Yeah, because you're feeding them off too small, right? I mean, sometimes I was going through and I would be feeding like, 100 to 200 fuzzies. So I couldn't hold a bunch of a bunch back because I needed them to feed off. And then I know there's a formula out there. I just don't know it. I'm not sure. You don't do that with yours. You don't have a formula knowing what it produces.
I really don't. But it does get tougher as the weather changes. So I've put a new thing into my rat room last summer. I insulated the whole thing and put in a feed from my room upstairs for air.
Awesome.
So that it's warm in there. And so, yeah, it's been super warm in there when it's got down to 31 degrees last night. So hopefully I will not have the big dip I normally get annually.
And this is your first time experience with the dip coming.
Well, this is the first time that I've had central heat and air in the rat room.
Okay, yeah, and I think for ASFs especially, they need the hot. They like, they like it, 80 plus 82. They like it warmer, So, I mean, I've always run mine usually in the low 80s. So,
yep.
What else we got going on? The Pie Man's in the house. Happy Monday. Matthew is in the house.
I did have one rat thing happen this week that I'm sorry to report because it was kind of frustrating. But I just think that people ought to know, that it's possible. So, I have Freedom Breeder racks and for my rats, and one of the females got her teeth up in the holes and got completely stuck. The teeth went up in the hole and around.
Yeah.
Got completely stuck. We could not get her loose. And it was terrible. I've never seen that happen before. In a Freedom Breeder rack. I heard that it happened with the older Vision racks because they had
the bigger honeycomb, the
honeycomb,
and they changed it. Yeah.
But I've heard of it happening there, but I've never seen it happen on a Freedom Breeder, and that was no fun at all.
And it's weird because you figure they got it in. It's like when you see like kids back in the day, we used to stick your head between like the stairs.
Yes.
How the hell did you get your head in and you can't get it out because then your ears and then your mom would go get
like fishhook barbs.
The Crisco oil and shove it on your ears to try to get it out or bend the And it's weird. How does it get, like, you figure if it got in there, it's got to get out. But I mean, it's just the angle or the force or like, who knows? But I've seen that happen too. And sometimes that I see a scare. They like to go up there and chew. And I've seen it where it's like, wow, all I see is the cage. And then you see these big white teeth. He's like, oh no. And I'll go tap it and it goes in. I'm like, oh, thank God. But yeah, I've seen that.
I've had thousands and thousands of rodents and I've never had it happen. So it was.
But isn't it crazy how it did it and it can't get out? It's like, it's weird.
Yeah, it really is.
What's up, Terry? Terry's in the house. Hey man, don't brag, Don't get all the ladies all excited there, Paul.
Jeez.
Queen City says, happy Monday. It's cold. It's snowing. Winter's here in Ohio this week. Next week will be summer again. Yeah, the weather is crazy.
We've got a La Nina happening.
Ray and Charles, what's going on?
What's up, guys?
How you doing? Oh, see, new format or accident. Turn the phone sideways.
Yeah, so
okay,
I apparently some people put in chat if you can, but apparently some of you people are turning it sideways and you see the squashed view. And this is a new thing that StreamYard is doing. I just didn't know YouTube could support it.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, it was new because I'm sitting there with Craig. I'm like, what's going on? What do I do? And it's like, oh, because there's a new format. And I just turned it on. Like I've been so busy. And it's not busy in a good way. I'll get into that. But I just got on last minute and I'm like, what's this? Like, okay. It's like, I can't look at because I got like 5 minutes. I'm like, nope, let's, check out later. And then I'm like, Craig, what's all this new stuff on the dashboard? He's like, oh, and I'm like, oh, you can turn it on and off. So yeah, it's I guess they're adding new features for different platforms. And even when I tried to set this up, they were like, all I saw was all this red. I'm like, I've done this 100 times. What's going on? It says, please pick format. So hopefully this is the right format on YouTube.
It's weird. I look at it and it looks correct.
Okay, because it said recommended for YouTube for I guess, yeah, so that's good for YouTube. And then I guess on Instagram or Facebook it said this way or that way. I just pick what they recommended. So I'm not sure. So yeah.
Oh, Odds God says I'm on a full screen TV and you guys are taking up 1/3 of the screen.
I wonder why.
That's
odd.
crazy.
Unless you go on, are you streaming through YouTube?
Like the YouTube app.
Yeah, I'm not sure. That's weird.
Funny.
I'll try to fix it. Kimballs from Belgium. How you doing? It's Tuesday there already. Yeah, it's Tuesday morning. Robert's in the house. How you doing?
What's up, Robert?
Am I the only one who has tonight's show on 2 different views on YouTube? Yeah, but isn't it optional that they can choose?
I don't know.
Yeah, let me just see if I go to mine. Like, sorry guys.
This is just sort of streamer interesting.
So if I go right now to my YouTube, and let me just see. Okay, if I go to YouTube and go to my channel, and I go here, and no, it looks good on mine. So there.
Oh, dude, we got some people watching on the vertical version and some people watching on the horizontal version. We got some people
Okay, hold on.
So we have 2 streams going. Some people watching
On YouTube?
Yeah, and the chat is combined apparently. So we have 2 streams going.
That is weird.
On YouTube?
That's crazy, right?
Wow, how does it make 2 for YouTube? I wonder if there's a way that the user can, because when I go on mine, it looks fine.
It's bizarre.
Yeah, it is. This is all new. So I'm glad for the feedback because I'm gonna have to look into it more. Wow, crazy.
There's 2 different streams going on the same channel, 2 different lives. One of them is that, so you get to pick. I watch you on my TV and I can pick what view I want to see. Wow. So it's new.
Oh, okay. So it gives you the option. Cool. There's 219. What you doing? How you doing?
Hey, how's it going?
Austin is here.
Yes.
Yeah, we were talking about you. Because for some reason, I don't know. I mean, I haven't gone into why I've been so busy the last 2 days and haven't really responded or done anything. I'll get into that shortly. But for some reason, when I posted the live, I got all this new stuff, which like you got to choose a format. So I just chose what was recommended for everything. And then everyone's like, oh, Austin's a guest. I'm like, what are you talking about? Oh, there's a thumbnail that I posted. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I did. But anyways, glad that you're here. And yeah, I saw the post that you put up prior. It's like, the unpacking, all your racks. You don't know where they're going yet. But yeah, that's the fun part. You probably put them in place and then go, you know what? I want to start moving it around a little like we did at the old facility. But yeah, I hope you settle in quick and get everything adjusted and all your temps and stuff. It's very gratifying once you know and everything's sort of in place and it's like, okay, it's working now. Yeah, and the animals are eating and they're settling in. It's such a great feeling.
Yep.
John Blackrock.
Good to see you, John.
Hope everyone's having a great start to the week. Just popping in to say hi. Have to watch the replay. Been crazy over there. Yeah, you got a newborn.
That is crazy.
Yeah. He had the best, hatchling of the year.
Yes.
No, yeah, hatchling because then
hold back for sure.
Hold back for sure. Yeah, yeah. So what's this one?
I start new colonies with small ones from different bloodlines. I take each one and rub some hand cream plant base on them, give them a bit of smell so they are confused with the smell.
So is this for
it's for ASS, I think.
ASS.
Interesting. That's Kimball's from Belgium.
So Billy, you taught me the wean thing 9 years ago, and I've stuck with that ever since with my males. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I've just when I say things, or it's not like it's the only way to do it. There's so many people that just they don't have access to ASFs. They don't want to switch. They're afraid, thinking, oh, if they eat ASFs, they'll never eat a rat. You know, and whatever reason, many people feed more, every 5 days, every week. They do double feeds. People change and do things. I just post what I do. Now, when I used to feed my males bigger, right, especially during breeding season, you see they're nice and full. What do they want to do? They want to digest their food. And then if 3 days later I'm taking them out after I fed them to put in for next week's female, he don't want to breed because he's digesting his big ass meal. So, and you don't want to get him into, because it happens even the way I do it, feeding a small wean to my males every week. Sometimes they go off food on their own because they want to be stuck in breeding mode. But if I'm feeding them a smaller meal, right, that's like ridiculously small, when I have a 800,000-900,000 gram male and I'm feeding a weaned, right, every week during breeding season, guess what? They eat and they keep producing, and they're not like lethargic because they're digesting. And that's what I've done. Now, once in a while, I'll give them a nice bulk up meal, or, hey, here's a bunch of extras, and I'll switch it up. Like now I'm doing my males. I think maybe 9-10 weeks ago, I got some, weaned rats, and I just bam, fed them all. And then, I don't know when I'll do it again, but that it was okay because I haven't been breeding the last little while. So I might even do it one more time. And speaking of breeding, guess what I did, Craig?
Billy, that's a little personal. I don't think we need to know.
So Alex and I ultrasounded this week. So I did 5 racks, so about 250 plus females. And I have about 60 that are over the 11. So, right? So,
yeah,
going to start, like I said before, about maybe 3-4 weeks ago, I put all the males that I wanted in my HUSBANDRY.PRO. Now I can go in and put in my parameters, like 1,200 grams up and 11 millimeters and up in follicle size. And it'll give me a list of all the females that are not on the list. So then I'll start assorting them, assigning them to the proper male. And 2 weeks we'll do it again, and then 2 weeks we'll do it again, and every 2 weeks I'll go back and forth. So we're ramping up to start our very first pairings here. So I'm excited about that.
Getting ready to do that too here. We've got an ultrasound over the weekend and couldn't, so we're going to be ultrasounding this week.
What's up, Jeff? How you doing?
How's it going, Jeff?
Dickie Foster's here as well. Poochies. Why did I stop doing the egg cuttings? One, because I was trying to get everything settled to move. I didn't make as many pairings as I wanted. Like I haven't paired since May, and I haven't ultrasounded until now. I do have 2 clutches in the incubator that just retain sperm from when I paired in May. So they're in the incubator. I probably will do them. I just, getting things set up. So you will start seeing, if not now, in the new year for sure, because once I start breeding and pairing, I will be doing a bunch more videos and I am getting settled in here. But there's been a lot of stuff that's been popping up and coming to play that's out of my control. What's up, Alex?
I'm a little worried that we're not seeing all the chat because of this setup.
No, because it'll show you, right, where they're messaging from.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Yeah. GG Serpents, what's going on? There we go. And it messaged me later tonight on Insta or I think it was Insta or my text, wherever you messaged me last. Making the breeding list. Yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing the next few days. How you doing, Ed? All the way over from the Netherlands?
Ed, we prefer to refer to them as two hemistreams.
Hemistreams, yeah. So it's working. I watch you on my TV. I can pick what view I want to see. Okay, that's good. So it gives them the option, which is good. Oh, just one more exotics. How you doing? Same here. I'm watching on TV, and same for me. It's not a full screen. There's got to be a way where you can choose. So odd. Unless you can go in, maybe I don't know how it popped up on two streams. I did everything like I normally do. Huh. So we'll figure it out. Hope I get it dialed in soon. Thanks. Yeah. And the funny thing is like you've seen, like even with all the other, hold on. Oh yeah, so there's two different streams. So you can actually go, if you go back out, you can pick the stream that you want to watch.
Yep.
So yeah, so if you go back, I guess I don't know why there's two different options. I guess if some people watch it from their phone, but then I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Weird,
but
right?
as soon as you get it dialed in, it could take you a while, man, because when you think you got it dialed in and then you change something or add something. Yep. So yeah, because it took me a while with fan location, blowing stuff around, and then I would have my temperature gauges over. I'd have carts in the middle of the room with the temperature gauge, and it's like, this one's too hot, so I'd move the fan, and then this one's not enough, and yeah, it takes a while. And then when you add something or change something, then it fucks it all up again. It's always a work in progress, but yeah, I can't wait to come out there once you're settled and come see the place. What's up, Travis? Love from London. Please start making. I know there's a lot of stuff that I need to do, and I am working on it.
All right, be honest. You lost the gold scissors, right?
Oh no, I got them.
Okay.
They're downstairs. Yeah. So, but yeah. So one thing, I was talking to Craig about it. I don't know if you can see. I mean, is it very noticeable?
A little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay. So my face. So about a year and a half ago, probably a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago, I was rushed to the hospital because I didn't know what it was. They said it was my gallbladder, and I didn't get it removed because it was just wrong timing. I was moving, and I had the CRBE and
plus hernias to deal with at that time.
Yeah, and then I ended up getting just passing it off. And then I went in again, and they gave me the CT scan. That's where I broke out of the anaphylactic shock, and I was like, couldn't breathe, and I just barely made it to the hospital in time. And, it's happened a few other times, but I was in the hospital. I just got out yesterday, and they don't know what it is. So they are booking to get my gallbladder removed because there are stones there. But the thing is it's so scary what I go through where I can't breathe. My face, like I got a couple pictures when I could see to take a picture of myself, but my face was swollen. Like someone's like, holy shit, did you get in a ring with Mike Tyson for like 5 rounds? Like my eyes were swollen shut. Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
I couldn't see, right? Like it was just like my face was like swollen. Like I was like, it was all bubbly, like this. But like I was like, what the fuck? And then I couldn't breathe. So when I get in there, using the EpiPen, they gave me Benadryl. What's it called? Epinephrine. So epinephrine. Then I had drips, and then I could finally breathe because even my glands swell up. My lips looked like I had like Kim Kardashian's Botox. Like it was like, oh, and it feels numb, and it's like can't breathe. Both my nasal passages like block, and it's just like I'm gasping for air.
That's just crazy.
It really is. And they don't understand, even if it is my gallbladder, why I'm going into anaphylactic shock. It could be my diverticulitis, because the last time I went in, I had the CT scan. They said it was diverticulitis. They don't know. So I got to go see some specialists. I've got to, I just booked the what's it called? The I guess, allergists or the specialists to
Yeah.
see. But it's not like I'm allergic to anything. It only happens when I get this pain. When the pain comes, I'm like, wow. And I broke out into hives where, you know, from here all the way like under my armpit, like hives, like bumps where I feel like a, what's that
Crazy.
snake? Those type of snakes that have those,
Roughies.
yeah, it has like the scales that are,
The
it's
rough
flat,
scales?
and then it has the rough scales where it's like it's brutal. And then I'm starting to itch, and then I get my feet, and it's like my legs, and 70% of my body's covered in hives. And it's only like, it's not something I eat, you know. It's when the pain comes, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, then I grab my EpiPen because I know it's fucking coming, and I end up in the hospital. So they can't figure it out. And they were doing this, running blood tests. And so I got to see 2 specialists and a allergist. The allergist reached out to me, and then I have to get my, I'm going to book to get, they were actually waiting to see if I could get my, if they could get me in and take my gallbladder out yesterday. But I'm like, there's no way I can. I got so much to do this week. I got to go into Toronto tomorrow to go pick up my dog. I said, I just don't have the time. And plus I didn't eat. So, you know, when I'm on the unicity, so I stopped eating at 8, 9 o'clock. By the time I got into the hospital, once the pain, I didn't get there till like 2:33 in the morning. And I was there till like noon, you know? And then all of a sudden they're like, yeah, we'll get you in. I'm like, I need to eat. And they're like, you can't eat because we might have to do some more stuff. You just had an ultrasound. We might have to get you into another C scan, and you can't eat. You can only drink water. And I'm like, there's no fucking way I'm going to go another 4 or 5 hours. Like, I was already hangry. And I'm like, it's just not happening today. I got to go get my dog on Tuesday. It's just not happening. So I went, and they gave me 2 different types of antibiotics that I'm taking. So it's just scary because it just happens out of the blue. But they have no idea.
You've been carrying an EpiPen with you for the last year, just in case something like this happens.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
And I have one in the facility and one that travels with me in my MERS, my man purse.
Your MERS.
My Gucci bag. Yeah, yeah. You know, I mean, because I'm not going anywhere, because like I said, I've been through a lot of shit in my life. The scariest thing was when I could not breathe, because you have a headache. You're like, fuck, you can deal with the pain.
Yeah.
You lay down, you fucking crank your arm. You break something. It's like, God damn it. You can deal with the pain. You can ice it. You can heat pad stuff, cold compress and lie down, try to massage your neck to help the pain. When you can't breathe, you panic. Like, there's nothing to do. You can't lay down. You can't put a cold. It's fucking scary because you have no options. You can't breathe. So now, I mean, I don't go anywhere without my EpiPen. That's how scared I am, you know? And it's just like, I don't get it. And the worst part is now it gets stronger and worse. Now I'm getting 70-80% of my body covered in full-blown hives, right? And then now my face, I've never had my face blow up. It was always my throat and my lungs and my mouth was like, but not my face blowing up, but my whole face was ballooned out. Like, it was crazy. And now this was like, you know, it's been like a day and a half, and look at this, man. It's like, it's still like, but my whole face was ballooned out, where it's like, you know, when you see somebody like, yeah, it was a great fucking fight, like they can't see because of their eyes. That's how my eyes were. I'm like, what the fuck?
That is nuts.
Crazy. So why is this up there? I'm just going to remove that. Oops. I'm just going to leave that. But yeah, but I am going to start doing videos, but I got a lot of other stuff to get caught up. But when shit like this hits the fan, I didn't sleep. I was at the hospital for 10, 11 hours. And then coming here, it's just like, wow, that's all I need. So now I got to see when these surgeries want to be done.
Are you allergic to the EpiPen?
Yeah.
Jason, probably allergic to monster buildup in the bloodstream.
Yeah, no.
At least we don't have to worry about you going full carotene on us. No, but he almost went full Palpatine, you know, like during the fight, you know, when he starts, his face all
But yeah, it's really crazy. And the worst part is oh, I can take that away. So I got that one up, but I didn't put anything. I'm going to put HUSBANDRY.PRO up. Let's do this. Let's get on the ball, Billy. Come on. Bam, bam, bam. But yeah, it's really scary. So now, you know, I'm going to go and I got to wait for the specialist to come and do my, get my gallbladder removed. Next year, I'm going to book and get everything ready so I can get my other hernia worked on. And I even said, I said, could it be my hernia? Like, it's like, there's no reason why you should go into anaphylactic shock. Like, why is your body breaking out in hives?
Just something happening where it's just, if it's your gallbladder, maybe it's blocking something and you're allergic to what happens. I don't know.
Yeah, they don't.
Bizarre.
But it's funny because the first time I was rushed to the hospital because, like I said, it knocked me. It was so much pain. I couldn't even stand on my own 2 feet. They had to take me up in the ambulance and take me out of my own home. And the second time, and they did an ultrasound, and they're like, I don't know, but like what the symptoms I was describing, it was like, oh, we see some stones in your gallbladder. It's got to be that. And then the next time I went in, they're like, this doesn't make sense. And you should have these symptoms if it's a gallbladder. Let me get you into the CT scan. And they did that. And they're like, oh, it's your, we do see the gallstones, you have a few of them in your gallbladder, but that's not what is making you in pain. Cause I was in so much pain the second time. And they're like, no, it has to be your diverticulitis. And they gave me some stuff and I started feeling better. And they gave me, I guess, some, painkillers and other things. And they gave me medication that I took, some antibiotics for about 3 weeks. And that was my real last attack. So, now I get it again out of the blue, and it's like getting worse.
That's what I'm thinking.
Maybe. But when I went to the hospital the second time and they did the CT scan, the pain I was in and everything that I was going through, because that's when they had to, like, I drove my car into the front, got out, and the security's like, you can't park there. And I'm like, running through the thing. And,
oh my God.
And I'm like, oh, and then they came out and they jabbed me right in the fucking, on the other side of the counter. And then, and then when I could breathe, they're like, what's happening? I said, I can't breathe. I got this. I lifted up my shirt and they're like, holy shit. Like I was covered in hives. And, it's like worse and worse. But when they put me to the CT scan, they're like, yeah, we see it, but there's your gallbladder isn't inflamed. There's nothing wrong with it. And that's why they thought it was the diverticulitis. So I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I definitely want to get it fixed because it's scary, to the point where when now my face is blowing up and it's like, I can't breathe and I got like hives like everywhere. And it's fucked up.
I have a hard time believing it's the diverticulitis. That would be great. I've had it. I've had that.
Yeah. And I
have a semicolon because of it.
Semicolon. But no, I just want to get it worked out and fixed up because it's scary,
Yeah, man. Got to figure that out. Got to make time for it, Billy.
100%. I'm definitely doing it. I mean, that's another thing here. I'm trying to lighten the load and just do things. And, one good thing is I got the sauna hooked up on the weekend. So gone in there a few times and breathing exercises and stuff like that. So I definitely want to work on my health, but it's crazy. So like another thing too is Jason brought up the monsters. I've been drinking monsters for maybe 1 or 2 a week for the last maybe 3-4 months since I went off this. Now I'm back on this full time. Yeah. I'm not doing monsters anymore. It's just, I just like the taste and but I don't need it. And if I don't think that's the cause because like I said, it's, and the thing is, I haven't even had a monster for days.
My son says monsters taste like laser beams.
But no, it's just crazy. I just want to feel better and, not keep falling apart, fix the problem. No What's doubt. Up, Eric? Let's see some egg cutting. They're coming. I got to get some more eggs. Like I said, I do have 2 clutches in the incubator. They're due December 9th and 12th, I believe. So probably if I do end up cutting them, I'll film and how I do my new videos that I've shown. I do the cutting and then I wait and then I do the sort of IDing and I link both videos together under one. So let's see. I'll probably do that for these 2 and start getting ready for all the ones in the new year. Thanks, man. But yeah, it's almost
Chad,
like
I owe you a message. I'll get back to you later. Sorry, I'm late.
But
to
yeah,
this
and the thing is I got so many things on the go that I've written down. Like I got, little post-it notes here and little things to do. And I got some over there. And, I'm starting to make lists for some people and do some pricing. And next thing you know, I get called off to do this and this. And then it's like, holy shit. The last 2 days, it's like, now where do I start? Now I got to do this. So now I'm playing catch up. And it's crazy. So I would just like to know why it happens, right? And it only happens. And I've been stung by a bee. I've been, I've 50 years. I had no issues. It's just when I had this fucking issue.
You held that one snake.
Yeah.
You just held every
Whenever
time
I
you
get
held
that
one
pain
snake.
in my chest, and it's like, here you go. I know what's coming. Get the EpiPen out because I know I'm going to use it.
Wow,
Pretty crazy.
that is nuts.
So, could be stress. Yeah, no, I mean, it's not, because I'm a lot less stressed than I used to be. Like I live off of stress. My whole life's been stressed. Do this, do that, go, 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 go. And I know maybe my age now, it's catching up to me, but I'm a lot less stressed. Like I'm so happy. I'll work downstairs for a couple hours, come up, grab a sauna or a jacuzzi. And, I'm doing a lot more things now for me, walking the dog and enjoying my time and I'm eating healthier, so if anything, maybe it's because I'm less stressed that this shit's happening. Like, I don't know. Like, I've always functioned on high energy stress and, now it's like I'm doing a lot less of it. And, my stress is still there, but it's at a way different level. And it's, and I'm eating better. And what's up, my man? But yeah, I mean, it has been crazy. So just trying to figure things out and, but like I said,
That's
December
scary
15th,
shit.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is it could happen because I know the last time I went in and had the C scan where it actually closed my throat off and my nail, I couldn't breathe. A week before I had a mild one for about an hour. Like I was on there, oh my God, here's the hives. Like, oh God. And this is before that happened. So I never had an EpiPen.
Wow.
So I was just like, I started feeling like, a little bit of tense. So it gets worse and worse. So if it got worse and then this one's the worst it ever has, like what happens to the next one? Like, holy shit. Like, it's hopefully it's not crazier, but it gets worse and worse every time it happens. And thank God it only happens every like 6-7 months. But what causes it? Why does it pop up? I don't know, but I'm definitely going to get it looked at because it's too scary. And, I want to, enjoy my life and get everything downstairs and get caught up and start doing things like YouTube and stuff. And I can't when I'm always playing catch up. So
Yep, for sure.
Old age. But yeah, I mean, if I have to, get, gallstones and stuff, yeah, but having the anaphylactic, reactions, like that's what scares me the most. Like I'll deal with the pain,
Yeah.
but you can't when you're like, you can't breathe and your face is fucking like on fire, swelling. It's really odd. Oh, I definitely am. I used to get really bad allergic. Yeah, it's crazy. And the thing is, I've never had them before. Like I've never had an allergic reaction to anything. And now and it only comes when I get this pain. So it's definitely something to do with whatever. So I'm going to get everything looked at within the next, like,
good.
Like December 17th, I've got the allergy specialist, the surgeon that's going to take out the gallbladder is going to message me hopefully this week to set up a time to take out my hernia. I mean, my gallbladder. I got someone else looking into some other stuff I guess, for my diverticulitis or I just like got everything. I was so tired and they gave me all this stuff. And one of the 3 people called me. So I got one already booked. But what's this, Travis? Start keeping a journal, write down everything you eat, drink, medicine, take, bathroom breaks, everything. An allergic reaction stems from something particular usually and can develop. Yeah, I mean, the funny thing is with me is I'm pretty basic when it comes to the stuff that I eat. I mean, the only thing I've really changed is eating more vegetables in my life. You know what I mean? Like everyone's like, eat veggies, and I'm trying. And that's the only thing I've really knew, but it's always the same stuff. I always order the same food from the same restaurant, from the same place, eat the same. It's just, I don't try anything new and fancy or, oh, let me try this new different spicy hot sauce. Like I'm munja cake, white, just no hot sauce, no flavor, just, yeah, comfort food. So, um, Jay Hypoboa, what's going on? Yeah, no, they haven't said anything about my kidneys. They they did like vials of blood work, urine. So I had to give them a urine sample. I had to give them took all my blood. They hooked me up to this. So when I'm in there, they hooked me up. I guess they put 5 or 6 of them on. It's a big 2-inch square patch, and they connect stuff to the machine. And I think there was 5 or 6 because I'm a little hairy. And when you try to rip them off after, and you try to do it quick, it's like, and you're trying to pull these stupid things off.
Yeah.
Fuck, it hurts, man. Like, it's like, it's almost like I'm having an anaphylactic shock. I got to go into the hospital. Let me shave my chest first so I'm not in so much pain the next day. Because taking those stupid things off, it's like, it's so crazy. But,
Randy asked if I went to Justin's VIP. I did not. I'm only at the $50 a month level on his Patreon, so I don't think I get invited to that. I went to it last year because
Mr.
I was
Andrew,
Andrew's guest. Yep.
Mr. Powerhouse.
Yep.
My mom had heart test, and she has the same problem I did. Had to get a heart bypass. She's 83, but she's in good shape now. Well, that's good to hear. Yeah, and I mean, that's the thing. They had me hooked up on the bed, thing on my finger, the machine doing my my blood pressure. They had 5 or 6 of these things on me, so they were monitoring my heart, my blood, my flow, and all they said is we don't know what's going on, but we can see the pain, we can see the hives, we can see, and then after they gave me the epinephrine, they put something that in my drip through my IV, and it's like, oh, okay, and they gave me some medication through my IV, and I'm like, oh, and they'd come back, and it's like, oh, I can finally breathe through my nose, because the first thing that closes is my nasal, where I can't breathe through my nose. Then I have to rely on my mouth only. Then all of a sudden, when that starts closing, it's scary times, because it's like, and like I said, I got EpiPen. Here we go. So it's crazy. What do you mean, go Birds? Oh, come on. Packers and Eagles? You're going to go for the Birds? Really? Come on. Pack, baby. Let's see. Once.
How many times you breed a ball python a year?
Once a year. Yeah, once a year. Try to get at least 3 locks. Well, I do with an ultrasound. If not, you pair for at least, once a month for 6 months. Try to get 6 pairings, and hopefully you hit her cycle. So,
what's up, Moon over Miami? How's it going?
What's up? Oh, Mr. Fred.
Fred.
Got to catch the show tonight.
Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, so throw some topics up. Throw some questions up. We're almost at 8 o'clock. Let's see if we can go at least another 15 minutes to half an hour. And what's going on tonight? It's at at 9 o'clock? What's that show?
Oh yeah, Breeder Underground. They're talking about
Underground.
they're talking about their pairings this week.
Oh, cool.
And
I couldn't talk about my pairings because I don't know them yet.
the they have some pretty awesome. I'm blanking. Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah, it's all right.
Blanking up. But they'll be talking about their pairings this. And,
Yeah, it's that time for many people, right? It's November, weather's coming in, pressure systems are sweeping in,
Yep.
change in climate. And, it's that time where it's like, yeah, and it's good because I haven't done any pairings or ultrasounding. And even it's funny because I haven't ultrasounded in a long time. And most of the time, Austin comes and gives me a hand. We would just rip through it quick, right? I'll pass it through him and I'll do all the writing down what goes where and stuff. And next thing you know, I'll pass it to him. He's doing his stuff and it's all entered and we go through it quite fast. So now it's like, wow, now I got to do it. And I'm like, okay, here we go. Okay. Some of them was like bang on and, I got a little rusty. I mean, but it came a lot quicker. By the time I was done, it's like, okay, now I got the hang of it again. Because before I'm looking at the follicle size and it's like, it's 7 or 8. No, it's 7. And then that's 11 or 12. No, it's 11. So once you do that with 20, 30, 40 animals, you gauge and and if I say it's 11 or 12, if you're off by a millimeter, it's not really, but I know where, 11 is and higher. So it's a lot easier.
Remember what I was going to say, that Trevor has almost every morph you can have in his collection. And he very quickly built a very intense collection and he has almost every morph.
Oh, wow.
And he, interestingly enough, he doesn't do multiple males, a male to multiple females. He just does 1 and 1 and plans them out that way. And it's an interesting perspective. I think he'll have some good things to share about pairing tonight.
Wow.
It's a completely different way of doing it. What do you do when you have every morph? Right.
Yeah.
And you have all these different options. So it's pretty cool.
Phil says, you got any lightning asphalt or sumapide stuff hatching? No, not hatching. Cause I like I said, I only have 2 scrambler clutches coming. I don't have. I sold off all my Suma stuff. I do have one Suma female. So and I held her back. She should be breeding size or very close to it. I held her back because she's got some weird marking. She doesn't look like a normal Suma. So it could be like a Suma mahogany or Suma het red. I don't know. It's weird. But all my Suma stuff or my mahogany stuff, I've got into pied and lavender, into the Dreamsicle project. I've also got it into the Hypo Clown project. But yeah, I mean, as far as doing that, I mean, I made my own Sumas a few years in a row. And just, it's one of those projects I don't really, I got a bit of mahogany kicking around. But yeah, I'm just trying to move some of that stuff up. Like even that Suma female, that's almost breeding size, I'd sell. That's another thing too, is I've got another, I don't know when, but probably within the next 2-3 weeks will be my last shipment of the year. So if you're looking for everything, hit me up. I'll do, buy one, get one free, anything over $1,000. Might even do throw even something else in too. I want to get the last shipment and get that out. And then nice 3-4 months of just concentrating on breeding and focusing in on my collection and doing that where, all shipping is going to be, canceled, even, here in Canada through Reptile Express. He doesn't take any chances with the animals as well. So, I have the next, say, 3 weeks to ship animals, and that's it for the year until next year. So I'm definitely want to move some animals. And what's this? Chris Hernan was on Breeding for the Future last night. Pretty good scrambler exercise. I have to check that out. I was sitting there.
Chad's just trying to see if he can get you on a scrambler rant.
Oh, I love the gene. I think it's it's one of my favorites. It really is. I'm love it. But yeah, unfortunately, I was sitting there just trying to breathe and in a hospital. So yeah, it's crazy.
And that was just last night, right?
No, the night before.
The night before. Oh wow.
Yeah. So, yeah, pretty crazy. So nothing like spending your Saturday night in a hospital. It's all day
Tell me
Sunday.
about it.
You
Tell me
know,
about it.
I didn't even watch any football yesterday because by the time I was so tired and, I just laid down, slept, ended up getting some food and just took it easy. And then today I didn't really get started till about 10 o'clock, had to go get my prescription filled and take that. And yeah, it's just been rough, and I mean, like I said, I just can't, this could happen tonight. It could happen in a week. It could happen in fucking a year from now. I just don't want to have that because it's definitely happened 4 or 5 times now. And every time it gets worse. And I'm just, I don't want that. I don't want to have it where, oh, here it is. Like it panics me, right? Because I know what it does, right? Like there hasn't been a time where I haven't ended up at the hospital, right? Except for that one little mild attack the week before the other one, right?
It's
like, so, I mean, now it's almost like if it happens, I'm just driving straight to the hospital because it doesn't it's not like it's like, it's like it comes, it comes. It's crazy. What the clutch you're most excited? This year I haven't even done, I'm just starting to do my pairings now. So there's going to be a lot. I got to see what I've got. I've got all the males already on Husbandry Pro. And then now since, we did the ultrasounding, now we're going to be able to go and I think I got 30 to 40 females, maybe 50 that are ready. I'd have to go look and then I can start assorting them and then I'll start pairing this coming week. But I have to get back to that. Like once I start putting the clutches in, so I know it's like, oh my God, she's ready. He's ready. Perfect. So David says I already got 2 locks on a couple girls and one is in prelay shed. Yeah, there you go.
Right on.
So Leah says, I'm so glad that you're looking better. Hope you all the best. I was with Austin and your fellow breeder, BashCoder Reptiles. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Lee.
So I need a Suma mahogany pied male and hoping to upgrade my asphalt lightning male. Got my females ready. No, I sold my mahogany, my mahogany pied. I sold all my Suma pieds. Yeah, I don't even think I have a mahogany het pied. But yeah.
I love Suma pieds.
Yeah, they're awesome. It's just, to me, it's just like, it's not like, I've got so many different pied combos and clown pieds, hypo pieds, ultramel pieds, ultramel clown pieds, hypo clown pieds, like
boiled shrimp,
and enhancer,
fried shrimp.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. Thanks. I love you too. Yeah, and it's not like I'm trying to fucking, not take care of myself. Coming here, like, I mean, just being on the Unicity the last year and a half, getting my one hernia taken care of and being on Unicity, lost a lot of weight and I feel better. I'm more active. Got off the monsters for over a year and I got back on for like three months or so. Now I'm off. I've actually been eating much healthier and incorporating vegetables into probably 3 meals a week. So I'm doing everything better. I'm relaxing more, having more time for me, getting a lot of fresh air here, walking with the dogs, sauna, jacuzzi now. So it not working as hard, a lot less stressed. Fuck, it's like the recipe for disaster. It's like, I'm supposed to have the opposite effect. I'm supposed to be, I don't get it.
Shrimp Florentine.
Uh-huh.
Fried shrimp cocktail.
Shrimpy. But yeah, no, it's been strange, but getting things done. I had a rack go out. One of my hatchling 1065 racks went out.
The thermostat? Or you mean you sold it?
No, the rack.
Oh.
A 1065 rack.
Yeah.
They came and picked it up.
Okay.
You
use the mini 130s now.
I do. I use them both. So I use the mini 130s, which I do 140s. So I always add a level.
Yeah.
Right. So I have mini 140s, and then the 1065s, I add a level. So they're 1070s. So I got another 1070 going out this week. I've got another 50-40 rack going out this week, filled with animals, 40 animals. So they end up getting like a bunch of like, here's a male with 3 females for that male. Here's a male with 5 females. Here's a male with 6 females. So gave them a lot of different breeding projects and stuff like that. So that's going out. And then I'd like to get rid of, another 200-300 animals and maybe another couple racks and just keep it nice and tight and, not so overwhelming. And it's funny because even when I get rid of a couple racks and I condense the place, I'm just like, fuck, like it's like I'm not even making a dent, So, but yeah, I'm very motivated to move some animals on my last shipment. So if you guys see anything or need anything, and that's another thing too that sucks, is I have 30 or 40 clutches, dreamsicles, like lavender clowns.
They're all hitting at the wrong time.
Well, I haven't even put them in my system. I've just been feeding them. I haven't sexed them. I haven't put them in, but I've got like crazy stuff. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Wow. But I got to work on that. But that's probably going to be, overpayment plans for next year because they're still hatchlings anyways, right?
Yeah.
But I got to get caught up. And that's one thing is I've definitely got a schedule that I'm doing a lot of stuff on a schedule, but there's still a lot more I got to fit in. And when you lose a couple days because of this stuff, it's just like, man, there goes the schedule. Now I'm paying catch up.
Yeah.
So, and then Mr. Phil, if I can get you out here for a couple days, give me a hand, like weighing all the animals to get that all caught up. That would be awesome. Come on down. We just got a spare room now. So that's all set up. So come on down. I see sumapides like dreamsicles. There isn't much more you can add, but they're beautiful. Really? No, sumapides like dreamsicles? Oh my God. Add Enchi to a sumapide. Doesn't really do much. Yellow belly doesn't really, it does a little, but dreamsicles? Oh my God. Leopard, Enchi, orange dream, scrambler, fucking intense colors. Like, I don't know. Then I got dreamsicles. I'm getting that into clown, which I've already done, grails, holy grail stuff. But I don't know. I still think there's a lot more to do with lavender pied stuff. So that's just me. I want to make a super asphalt dreamsicle. So I'm chasing.
Would be cool.
Now I'm sitting with my hatchlings. Once I put them in, probably around 1,800 now. I want to get that down to about 1,500. So locked and loaded. What's going on?
What's up, Frank?
Moon over Miami. Awesome. How you guys doing? But yeah, I mean, it feels good now because now I can go on my laptop, go to HUSBANDRY.PRO. Females not, and that's what's great about the HUSBANDRY.PRO. You go into the breeding program and you go up and like females not in pairing or not in breeding plan because I got none. Yeah. So I type in like 1,100, 1,200, 13, or whatever. What I want is weight. I usually start at 1,200. She has to be 1,200 grams. And I there's no sense putting a female that's not building or not have any follicles in my breeding plan. It just messes it up. I only want females that are breeding right now on my breeding plan, which means they have to have follicles of 11 or up. So I go in, hit females not in breeding plan. I put 1,200 grams or higher, and I put 11 millimeters follicles or higher, and then I get a list. So when I do that now, I'll get a list of the 46 or 30 or 40 or 50, whatever we have downstairs. They'll pop up. I'll assign them to a male, and then next week start pairing. So I'm excited because, I'll have 40 or 50 males starting the breed next week. It's not bad.
Amazing.
Yeah, not bad. It's like, oh, first week breeding, and I pair like 40 some odd males. It's not bad.
Frank, what are you excited about pairing this year? Put it in chat.
Yeah, let us know.
So what do you got coming up this week, Billy? Other than taking care of yourself and trying to figure out what's wrong.
Like I said, I gotta go and I gotta go into the city to pick up Cleo. I go get her tomorrow. I'm gonna do a little bit of running around. I gotta do a stop at Home Depot. I've got to do I gotta go pick up some crickets. So I'm gonna go stop in to Tails and Scales, see my man Nelson, and pick up some crickets.
Awesome.
And then see my baby, get some food, come on back. And I hope to be back around like 3, 4 in the afternoon. So have dinner and then, work on, I got a couple customers that I got to work on some pricing. I have a person here that got out of the business a while back and wants to get back in, reached out last year. And he's like, we're just about buying a house. And they just reached out because they just got the house, they're settled in, and now he's ready. So he wants to do something before the winter comes, so in the next month. So he told me what his budget is and what he's looking at. And you know what's great about people getting into it now? Many people would reach out and say, hey, I got this much, what should I buy? And then it's like, well,
Yeah.
It's
like asking how big is a box?
Yeah. I mean, it's like, so now most of the people reach out and hi, I this is what I've got to spend. This is what I want to do. I'm interested in this, and I really like the looks of this. And I've been really seeing a lot of this and it really likes me. And so it's like, awesome. Like I like when people do research, right? Not just buying, oh, I got money, I'm just going to buy snakes with no plan. Are
you seeing from your experience that people's ball python IQ is higher than it used to be?
100%, 100%, especially if they're looking at investing. Like if you're just going to buying a pet or spending a few $100s, I don't really think they need. They just want something that looks great because they love it. It's something for their kids or it's something that they want to do, but they have no real interest in breeding or they just, and the thing is, you don't have to own ball pythons to breed. You can enjoy them as an amazing pet because they're awesome. I just think people know a lot more than they did of just a few years ago. I think there's a much more educated community. 100%. And I love that because it makes my job easier, right? Yeah. Because, you always get these people, and I've done this in the past, especially at the old facility, the one where I was on the second floor, people be like, hi, I'm really interested in this. And then you start looking. And of course, what are they doing? They're searching the internet. Oh, and I like this gene. You got this. I like Cypress. I like this. Next thing you know, they got 40 fucking genes. And it's like, listen, with your budget, you can't have all 40. Well, what happens if I get them all in one? Well, then they're $10K a pop. Like back then, I want a fucking orange dream, Enchi, yellow belly, leopard, clown pied hypo. Okay, there's 10K. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's not. Yeah. Well, you can't have all these genes. That's why you really got to pick. And that's why the conversation I had today. Here's someone getting back in, already knows he has a budget, and he's like, I like this, I like this, and he wants to go some recessive, and he goes, I also like this. I like the scrambler, I like this, I love OD, and I'm just like, wow, and it all works. So I like that, someone's getting back into it. One, I can guide them, but two, they've already done a lot of the homework for themselves where, well, what I would do, and I would tell that to people on here, what should I get into? I was like, well, first, look at stuff you want to breed and what you like, because you want to breed and make what you like. So look at combos and stuff that you like, that's makes you excited to look at, and never mind having your rack and grow up and breed. You want to look at that. And when they're already doing that, it's half the battle. So I'm just like, awesome. So now I know what he wants. I know where he's at. I know his budget. And then now it's just me trying to see what I can do and send him some pictures and give him some ideas and sort of give him a little bit of guidance from where I stand and knowing and working within his means and towards his goals. So it's so much better. Like you said, their IQ's up there, and it's great because they're getting that from either YouTube, Patreons. They're getting it from live streams, and it's us sharing the information that we have and we give. And that's like me. My way isn't the only way. I just do it, and I usually explain. I do this. I like my ASFs. I do this way, and I change it up. Even with having substrate. I used substrate and trays, vermiculite for 15 years, and it worked great. Nothing wrong with it. But now makes sense. The water based, just water only. Let me try it. I'll never go back. But if I did it, and I'm like, you know what? It splashes the eggs. I don't like it. It's a pain in the ass. I'm going to go back to the old way. At least I tried it, right? But I like trying new things and explaining why I like it and why. But it doesn't, there's some people that don't use trays at all. They do the mix and they put the eggs right in. And guess what? They're fucking successful at it too. There's more than one way to do all this. I just do things my way and I try different things. And what I like, I share it. Not saying it's the only way, but it's a way that I do and I'm successful with it. Right. So.
Hey, this Thursday night, Mike from Herp Collectors is having on Billy Rice and Kinninger are going to talk about their big purchase.
Their merge or the sale?
The sale.
Cool. Yeah.
So that's going to be Thursday night. Yep.
Herp Collectors. Big shout out to Mike.
That's going to be a good show.
I'm looking for a scrambler ball python. Hit me up. Hit me up on Instagram. I've got a few. I got a lot of hatchlings and I've got some grow ups and I even have a few adults I may let go. But if I ultrasounded some, if they're ready to breed, I'm breeding them. So, Mike Breen, what's up? Good evening. Holy shit! Don't want to screw this guy. Look at him,
bro.
Wow, he's jacked.
He is jacked. How's it going, Mike?
Thanks for popping in. Let's see. Travis says, how do you like to set up egg boxes using water? How do you keep them from getting wet? So basically, if you think about it, okay, when and I don't know about most people, for me, I get my eggs, okay, I put them on HUSBANDRY.PRO. So I weigh I take a picture, I weigh the snake, I weigh the eggs, just like I did in the older videos. And then what I do is I put in, say, like a 1/4 inch of water along the bottom, and then I put the egg tray on top. So there's probably like maybe a 1/4 inch or maybe a little bit more between the bottom of the egg tray. And yeah, there we go. So if you turn it on its side, right, like that, yep. So if you see the legs, I have the water that goes maybe 1/2 to 3/4 of the way up the legs. So underneath, if you tilt it a little bit upwards now, so if you see that the eggs, those things are up elevated a little higher, where you can see at the side, at the very side now, tilt it back. Yeah, so if you at the side, turn it the other way, just like that, down, right there. So if you see where the legs are, if I come up where the legs are, if you see where the egg shape U comes down, it comes down to maybe an 1/8 of an inch below that. So I've got maybe a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch of space between the water and the bottom of the eggs. So what I do is I put the water in at the bottom. And if I can, and I usually try, I put the water without the tray into the incubator for a couple days prior to get it at the right temp. And if not, I just use like lukewarm room temperature water that I sort of feel by hand. I put it in, put it on the cart, do all my stuff with the pictures and the weighing of everything. And then once I've done that, I put the egg tray in the water. So when I put it down, it's still like, 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch of distance between the bottom of the curve where the egg goes and sits to the top of the water. Then I put the eggs in, I push the cart, and all I'm doing is I'm lifting it up. And it's not like I'm doing it fast. I lift it up nice, and I put it in the incubator. I don't even touch, look, or even do anything until about 6 weeks later. Okay? Even 7 weeks. I don't even look at it. There's no reason. Okay, now if I go by and I see when I go moldy, or I'll move it to the side or I'll take it out depending on how I feel. But I really don't, that's why sometimes I go to that and the whole clutch is, molded out. Nothing I could have done about it anyways, but I just leave it. and 90+%, you know, by the time I take it out at day like 42 or 45 to look at it and give it its first burp, wipe the lid, take a look at the eggs, they're fine. And at that point, they're pretty much developed. So even if the bottom of the egg gets wet, because you know sometimes when you have the perspiration or the condensation on the top, some of that water will drop on the egg, but it'll dry out really quick. So I just leave them alone. I've had no issues. I love it. I won't go back. It's cleaner. It's faster. I've had some animals dry out because all you see is the vermiculite, and you don't really know if it's wet or not. And I don't like the, fuss with the tubs. When I walk by my incubator, I can constantly see that 1/4-inch line of water. And if it's not, then I know I have to take it out and add water, but I've never had to do that. So I really, really, really like just the water with the I use Dragon Hatch trays.
I like these.
Yeah, they're awesome too. The only thing is I can't get enough of them, and they're like $30 a pop.
They're expensive, but they've got this nice tray.
Yeah, and then they got the pieces that you can actually, I use those for my geckos.
It keeps it 1.5 inches above the water,
which is awesome.
And to Frank's question down there, this lid fits pretty tight, and I don't have to use press and seal with it.
Yeah, so I recommend everybody to use press and seal unless you've used them on multiple clutches and it keeps the air tight. Okay, like with the ones Craig showed, they have these little plastic clips that clip onto the end that hold it down.
And the other thing is you want to see some sweat on the inside of the box to know that you've got 100% humidity.
Yeah, because if there's not, it's going to be just crystal clear.
Yeah, and so it's the humidity that's important, not how long the water lasts. So that's why we use the press and seal.
Yep. And for me, I have some, the tubs that I use, it's called the gasket box, and it's got a seal, like a styrofoam seal all the way around. So when I put the lid on and I close it, it's completely sealed. Now, the only thing is when you use a type of gasket box like that, once they pip or you cut the eggs, you need to open that up to get an air exchange in there daily, right? I do it in the morning and at night, twice a day. What I'm probably going to do now is I have some that aren't gaskets. So once I open them up and cut them, I'm going to put them in a different tub so that I don't have to constantly go and do that, because I forgot sometimes, or if I go away for a weekend and I have to get like Jeff or someone else to come open them up if they forget, or they did, I've had animals and I've seen other people going, Billy, I don't understand. My clutches are all dying because they forgot to take the press and seal off after the animals have been pipped or they've cut them. They need oxygen, right? And if you put that, that seal back on and you're leaving them alone for a few days, there's no oxygen getting in there. Yeah. So if you are using press and seal, which I recommend, after the day 45, once you're opening it up and giving it air, you can take it off. Or if you want to keep it back on, please remove the press and seal or any gasket type box. You got to air it out daily. After they pip or after you cut them, there's no need to have the press and seal. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Pythonosaurus says, I've also done just the water in the tray with no press and seal, and everything went smooth all season.
Depends on how tight the fit is on the lid.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I've had some tubs that work amazing, and I've had some tubs that fucking they dried out so fast because there was no humidity at all. Yeah,
or the leak that was leaking out as fast as it was
going in. Yeah.
Evaporating.
319, welcome.
What's up, Chris?
You're in the replay gang. But yeah, so I'm gonna put this banner up because you guys are awesome. Thank you all for being part of tonight's live and the continued love and support for both Craig and I and everybody, sharing this their stuff on the chat and all the other good stuff. And
great to hang with you all.
Always is. And don't forget, is it at 9 or 9:30? The show tonight?
9. It's 8:30 Mountain Time.
So 9:30 Eastern,
10:30.
10:30. There you
Yep.
go. So you got some other stuff to watch later tonight.
Yep.
Mondays are packed, and you can also watch the Packers beat the Birds. NFL Monday, Monday Night Football. So we'll give the outro. Hopefully see you next week. And if you're looking for, I got, I think 20 or 30 more spots, animals that I can have to ship to the U.S. in about 2-3 weeks, last shipment of the year. If you're looking for anything, reach out, let me know. And be safe. Nice talking to you, Craig.
Yep. Good talking to you,
And
Dylan.
just
Glad
pray
you're
to
okay.
everybody. Everybody pray for me that I don't go through another one of these episodes until I get everything removed, or because it sucks. It really sucks. But let's do the outro. We'll talk to you guys next week. Have an awesome, awesome week, and good luck with everyone's pairing. It's that time again. Start getting on it. How about you, Craig? You got your pairings already?
We're starting to plan them. We're starting to plan them.
It's that time, man. Don't slack now, because the shit's coming. Get on it now. So let me do this. Dun, 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 dun. Let's pump this right here, and let's do this.
My channel, my content, I'm the man with the Morse. Billy Rose in the house,
And
breaking down
Craig.
those doors. Mutation, creation, making waves, that's the norm. With the snakes in my hand, feel the power transform. Yo, it's Billy Rose. Let me tell you a tale from the heart of Canada, where the pythons prevail. Got the rack stack high, more that'll make you smile. From clowns to ultra males, I'm running this reptile now. Started from the bottom, now collections elite. Feeding ASF, every snake gets a treat with the community tight. I'm the breeder you seek. Mutation, creation every day of the week. Social media buzzing, see the followers grow. On YouTube, Instagram, watch the Billy Rose show. The hacks into the giants, got the genetics unlocked. In the reptile game, I'm the TikTok of the clock. Channel my content, I'm the man with the Morse. Billy Rose in the house, breaking down those doors. Mutation, creation, making waves, that's the norm. With the snakes in my hand, feel the power transform. Cold scissors in hand, cutting clutches with flair. Reppin' Toronto, Canada, I'm rare. Team Ultra Male strong, colors vivid and bright. In the world of ball pythons, I'm shining the light.
Shining the light. You guys are awesome. Good night, everyone. Have a safe, awesome week. Anybody that got hit with the snow, hope it's not too bad. And keep doing what you're doing. And we'll see you next week, guys.
Bye-bye.
Later.